Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and for this video I'm bringing back a series that I have not touched in a very long time. This is going to be Anatomy of the Thrill episode 6, and I will be talking about the famous aero suspended coaster Eagle's Fortress at Everland, South Korea. And one quick little disclaimer before I start: I'm not going to be using any footage for this video because there isn't exactly too much footage out there of Eagle's Fortress quality wise, and the only quality footage there is of Eagle's Fortress happens to be by Theme Park Review, and I'm not about to have them come after me, right? So I'm saving myself the trouble, and I'm just going to be using pictures for this. Now, usually when enthusiasts like myself think of aerodynamic suspended coasters that come to mind immediately are coasters like this, Big Bad Wolf, Original Bad at Kings Island. Yeah, those are definitely the big hitters for that coaster type, definitely. And it's a darn shame that these coasters no longer exist, because each and every one of them just looked balls to the wall crazy, especially Eagle's Fortress. And there are some enthusiasts that I know of that have ridden Eagle's Fortress, and then they rank it as like their #1 steal. Yes, above coasters like Expedition G-Force. That's how crazy this thing was back when it was operating. Like I said, go check out the footage that's captured by Theme Park Review. This thing just flung you around every which way through every turn, and it only got more and more aggressive as the ride continued. And then enthusiasts that went to Everland and ridden both T-Express and Eagle's Fortress say that Eagle's Fortress was the superior one of the two, and that's saying a whole lot if it beats a prefab. I mean, seriously, if that's the case, then forget any other 1-2 punch out there. Eagle's Fortress and T-Express is the best thing that this world's ever seen for coasters. Well, best 1-2 punch, I mean. Okay, Steel Vengeance fanboys, you can take it easy now. Getting back on track to Eagle's Fortress, unfortunately, due to this ride's very aggressive nature, it resulted in a lot of wear and tear on the trains and the track itself, which led to be huge maintenance problems for the park. And that was the thing with the very aggressive aero suspended coasters. They were maintenance nightmares during their time, and they costed a lot just to maintain. We also saw this on Big Bad Wolf with how aggressive that thing was, and then Original Bad, but then again the turns weren't profiled accurately in the slightest. Then eventually, in 2009, Everland decided to close down Eagle's Fortress. It will remain standing but not operating over the span of the next 6 years, but we knew it wasn't going to open back up. I mean, it's not like there's anything they could do about it for maintenance. I mean, at this point, Aero was long gone from the coaster game. And that was a common theme with all the aero suspended coasters that were very aggressive by nature, is that they were very tough to keep up and running properly. And if you take a look at the remaining aero suspended coasters, you will notice that they tend to be more tame, especially Iron Dragon. I mean, I'm not calling like Vortex or the new Bad at Kings Island tame by any means, but compared to those three, yeah, I had to draw a fine line there. And it was a real shame when both Eagle's Fortress and Big Bad Wolf closed in 2009. Especially for me personally, because I never got to ride Big Bad Wolf because of that. My first visit to Busch Gardens was less than a year later after it closed. And although I was very much GP at the time, I just remember my 10-year-old self just looking at the empty footers in the water. It was just, I mean, it wasn't depressing at the time, but looking back on it and remembering that precise moment, I just get depressed thinking about it. And like the case with any other, like, historic vintage or just any good coaster in general, it's a shame to see it go away before our eyes. I mean, there will be a day when some of my current faves have to get the axe like I-305. I mean, hopefully I don't live to see that day, but it goes to show that nothing good lasts forever, so just enjoy it. Enjoy these coasters while they exist. And I will definitely say that if Eagle's Fortress was still in operation today, it would definitely be near the tippy top on my bucket list, right up there with T-Express for Everland. And there are some enthusiasts out there that claim that this was Aero's best coaster. Yeah, better than the likes of Magnum at Cedar Point, X2 at Six Flags Magic Mountain. I mean, that's saying a whole lot. And the fact that a lot of enthusiasts I got to ride this coaster rave about it so much, it only amplifies just how much this coaster's presence is missed in the coaster community. And that about wraps up this episode of Anatomy of the Thrill. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content, and I will see you guys in my next video, wherever that is, but until then, ride on.